Alright, here's the deal. No fluff, no sugarcoating. If you're going to make changes, if you're going to step into your power, you need to own it. Every part of it. Even the ugly, messy parts. You think you're the only one scared of showing off your skills or standing tall? Hell no. Everyone's been there. Everyone's dealt with that crushing sense of not enough, that shame, that self-doubt. Guess what? It's all bullshit. You know why? Because at the core, you're enough right now. And that's the truth. You've got this incredible power within you that's been sitting dormant, just waiting for you to believe it. So stop playing small. Stop hiding behind the excuse that there's always someone better. Do you need to be perfect? Do you need to learn more? You don't. Let me walk you through this. What's it like? Let's start with something simple. You say you feel stuck or not enough. Okay, cool. Now what's that like? How does that feel in your body? You might feel it like a weight on your chest, a sinking in your stomach, or maybe it's a tightness in your throat. Great. Now let's model that feeling. Get to the metaphor. What's stuck? You know that feeling of quicksand? Yeah. It's like you're sinking every time you try to move forward. How does it happen? You try to escape, but the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. What helps people get out of quicksand? You stop struggling, you breathe, you look for a way out, you don't fight. You get that? That feeling of being stuck isn't you. It's a quicksand metaphor, and your brain is just running that program. So what happens when you stop struggling, when you breathe, when you stop telling yourself the same damn story that keeps you stuck? You get out. Why fear showing off? Here's where it gets juicy. You've been holding on to this weird-ass fear of showing off or standing in your power because you're terrified of being seen as cocky or arrogant. But guess what? That fear, it's just your mind playing tricks on you. It's like that voice in your head saying, don't shine too brightly because someone might judge you. Stop it. You've been taught this insane story that humility means hiding, but fuck that. The most successful people, they don't hide their skills. They show up. They take up space. They speak their truth. So now you need to learn a new metaphor. Instead of being afraid of shining, think of yourself as the sun. You can't tell the sun to hide. It just is. And that's the energy you need to tap into. The science of this, why it works. Let's break it down. Your brain is literally wired to respond to metaphors, to patterns. We don't think in facts, we think in stories. Metaphors are the gateway to the unconscious mind. The part of you that makes real decisions. When you think stuck, your brain activates that sensation in your body. But if you change that metaphor to rising, to growing, to evolving, suddenly your brain starts to rewire itself. There's a reason it works. Metaphors speak to the limbic system, the emotional part of the brain, bypassing the conscious resistance and hitting the truth deeper. So when you tell yourself you're not enough, you're anchoring a shitty belief. But when you start saying, I'm evolving, or I'm becoming fire, that belief starts to shift. And when you believe it, the world has no choice but to meet you where you stand. The universe doesn't give a shit about your fear. It meets you at the level of your belief. You walk like a king. The world treats you like one. Interrupting the limiting beliefs. You want to change the game. You need to interrupt the broken metaphors. The ones like, I'm broken, which leads to fixing, never healing. I'm stuck, which leads to struggle, never freedom. I'm a fraud, which leads to hiding, never truth. So let's flip the script. I am evolving. I'm becoming fire. I'm the author of this story, not the victim. Feel the difference. That's how you upgrade your life. You change the metaphor. You change the reality, period. So why are you afraid to do it? Now I know you're probably sitting there thinking, what will people think of me if I step into my power? What if they think I'm cocky? Here's the kicker. Who gives a shit? You're not here to live for other people's opinions. You're here to live for you. If they don't like it, that's their problem. Your job is to show up, take up space, and own your shit. But your fear is rooted in this illusion that you need to be perfect, that there's always someone better. Fuck that too. It's not about being perfect. It's about owning who you are right now, with all your flaws and quirks and hard-earned skills. When you resist standing in your power, you're actually blocking your own growth. You're like that kid trying to ride a bike, but holding onto the handlebars too tight. Let go, trust yourself, let the ride happen. What happens when you believe in your own power? Here's where it gets really fun. When you believe in your own power, your true authentic self, the world shifts. Doors open, opportunities show up, and people start seeing you differently. Why? Because the energy that you put out is magnetic. When you show up, like a goddamn king or queen of the world, the universe aligns with that belief. The world is always going to test you. It'll throw obstacles, challenges, and doubt your way. The only thing that matters is how you respond. Do you shrink back in fear, or do you step into your power, knowing that you've got this? So how do you make it stick? Here's the magic. You've got these new beliefs now. Start using them every day. Catch yourself when you say things like, I'm not good enough, or I can't do it. Stop right there. Interrupt that shit. I'm not good enough. Switch it to, I'm evolving. I can't do it. Switch it to, I'm learning. Every time you reframe the bullshit story, you start wiring new neural pathways. You rewire your brain to believe in your power. It's like upgrading your software. It takes a minute, but once you've done it, it's permanent. So stop being scared of your power. Stop shrinking because you think you're not perfect enough. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. Embrace the fact you're allowed to take up space, own your skills, own your talents, and show them to the world. When you do, you'll start seeing the world meet you at that level. But here's the catch. If you don't do it, if you keep playing small, you're just letting life pass you by. You're wasting your damn potential. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep hiding? Are you going to start stepping into your full power? The choice is yours. And one last thing. If you ever doubt yourself again, think about this. You're already enough.